Subtraction, 3 digits, expansion method. Uh, what is it? Process of taking one number from another. Why? Helpful in determining how much money you will get back after buying something. Interesting fact. A blue whale can make a fart bubble big enough to put a horse in it. Uh, as you can see, the expansion is already done for you, but let's take a look at the steps. Step 1, expand the numbers. Step 2, subtract each place value. Step 3, borrow when necessary. And step 4, combine the numbers. There are going to be about 7 examples, each one a different case, so each one's a little bit different from the last one. So here we go. So we're going to do 7 minus 3, which gives me 4. As there's little spaces right here and right here. They don't. You can put the zeros if you want. I did not this time just because it's just so you both cases. 0 minus 0, 0. 100 minus 0, 100. Now we bring them together. 104. Move it over, and your final answer is 104. Let's move on to the next case. As you can see, this time I put the zeros. And then also in this time we have to borrow from the 20. So let's go ahead and get ready. So we need to borrow, and we need to borrow 10. So first of all, we need to change the 20 to 10. Add the 10 to the 4, and then it becomes 14. So 14 minus 7 gives me 7, and 10 minus 0 gives me 10. 800 minus 0 gives me 800. Combined, we get 817 or 817, and there's your answer. Let's move on to the next example. This time it's there's no carry, so it'll be a little bit easier. So 7 minus 5 is 2. 80 minus 40 is 40. And 400 minus nothing is 400. Add them, 442. Well, that also works. And then also, there's your move it over. And that's your answer. Next case. This time we do have to borrow, and we have to borrow from while subtracting from a 2-digit number. So let's see how it works. 60, we need to change that to 50, and we need to add that 10 to the 4, which gives me 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. 50 minus 20 is 30, and 800 minus 0 is 800. Combine them, and you get 836. You move it over, and that's your final answer. Let's take a look at it when we subtract 3 digits. So 3 minus 3 is 0. 60 minus 40 is 20. And 500 minus 100 is 400. Combine them, 420. Move it over. And that's your final answer. So this one, you just got to be careful with the last 0. Make sure you put it in. And there we go. Let's look at this example. We have a 3-digit minus 3 digits this time, but we're going to have to borrow from a different location this time. So let's go for it. 8 minus 7, 1. We're going to have to borrow from the 500, so the 500 becomes 400. And we're going to have to add 100 since we're borrowing 100 from the 500 to the 20. So we change the 20 to 120. So 120 minus 30 gives me 90, and then 400 minus 200 gives me 200, and we combine them and you get 291. Move it over, and that's your answer. Let's take a look at this case where we have to borrow twice with a 3-digit number. So we have to borrow from the 20, make it 10, add the 10 to the 6 to get 16. 16 minus 7 gives me 9. So now we have to borrow from the 800. So the 800 now becomes 700. And we need to change the 10 to 10 plus 100, which gives me 110. And now we need to we need to subtract 110 minus 50, which gives me 60. And we need to subtract 700 and 300, which gives me 400. Combine them to 469 and move it over, and that's your final answer. Now it is your turn. There are 6 examples here. You should go ahead and pause the video so you can take your time on it. I'm going to show you the answers in 3, 2, and 1. So if you got them correct, good job, well done. And if you didn't, there's always tomorrow.